There are so many excursions to choose from in your free time there at Denali. We chose to do this side-by-side ATV adventure.
On these trails. So, first and foremost, if you're unsure at any point on this tour, that means if you're unsure with the terrain, unsure with your vehicle, unsure with your guide's mental stability and where he's taking you, go ahead and stop, put your hands in the air. Us guides will be in the front and the back, making sure everyone's doing all good at all times. At any point.
Ron's dad owns one exactly like this, so he was very comfortable driving. There's no way I would have driven it. Wow, what an adventure. Doors on these vehicles, but there are shoulder harness seat belts that you are required to use, which is a good thing because we went around some steep corners on a slant that made me scream.
A little bit about where we're at right now. So if y'all see this whole valley that we have right here, this is known as the Golden Valley. This is going to be our playground for the day. If y'all look way out on that hill to the left, you can see that trail that goes up that hill. That's where we're going to be going for our next stop. And if you look way off to that right where there's that big pile of dirt on that hillside, Right at the base of that is actually where we'll be having our meal, and then we'll actually be going out into that creek later too. But tell y'all a little bit about this area. So right now we're not currently inside Denali National Park. Main reason for that being is that inside the park they try their best to protect the habitat as best they can. So it's actually a very hefty fine of $1,000 per tire on any off-road machine that enters the park.
Both our guides were amazing and full of great information about the area and the wildlife. We did pass 2 other excursion groups along the way. One was ATVs like us, and another was the big fat tire truck tour. Sorry, didn't get a picture of them.
Go straight up from that, there's a little brown dot, and that's a moose. It's a brown dot right now because he has his butt facing towards us.
Oh.
If you see him move, you might get a better view of him.
Luckily, we all had binoculars to see this pair. They were pretty far away, but definitely cool to see.
There, right by the trucks, you see that big lake. If you follow that lake to the left, you can see that one silver roofed building that's got the sun shining on it right now. That's base camp. That's where we started at the very beginning of the tour. If you follow that just down a little bit, you can see that tiny bit of a trail poking out right below some other buildings past that. That's that first place that we stopped. So we've traveled all the way from there to here now. And then our next stop as well, if y'all see that big pile of dirt, will be right at the base. And then also after, we'll go ahead and check out the creek too. I'll tell y'all a little bit from what we can see up here. These mountains we have right here, I was telling y'all earlier, it's the Primrose Crest. It's that southern border of the national park from us. Tell y'all a little bit more about the mountains. If you see that one with the big rock on the top over there, that is Mount Healy. Mount Healy stands at 5,736 feet of elevation. That big rock on the top is known as Castle Rock by the locals. The reason for that being is it's 3 natural rock formations that kind of give it a castle-esque look if you're way too low, if you're from a lower point. Once you get up there too, it's kind of cool. It's not a huge cave or anything, but there is a small cave. It's about 5 feet tall, I'd say. It only goes in about 8 feet just from the way the rock's formed, but you can say you went into the castle at the top if you want to. Another note on that is the Castle Rock itself stands at about just over 300 feet of elevation just on its own. Then to the right of that, you're gonna have Mount Black Diamond. That's the one that kind of looks like it had that spoon taken out of it. So if Mount Healy is 5,736 feet of elevation, does anyone want to guess how tall Mount Black Diamond is?
8.
8? Any other guesses?
Probably less because it's closer.
Ooh, you got that one. So Mount Black Diamond actually only stands at 3,700 feet of elevation. It just looks taller because it's about 3 times closer to us than...
Aren't we a motley crew? How's your ride?
We got just a little bit more to go. So several moose. 5. Basically, mamas with their yearlings and 1 standalone. So.
Reservoirs or anything like that brings water through this area. All the water that comes through this creek bed is going to be rainfall and snowmelt off those Primrose Mountains right over there. Another fun fact is that it's raining on top of them right now. Give it another about 30 minutes to an hour and all of this rainfall is going to start coming through here. This water will probably get 2 to 3 times as deep because of that. It takes a full hour for it to wind through the creek and get down to yeah, if y'all want to take a couple seconds, look around, get some photos. I'm going to go ahead.
If you're looking for a fun, adventurous excursion, this is for you. It was a blast being out in the wilderness, hearing all the stories, looking at the views, and seeing all the wildlife. We had no idea we would be seeing moose around every corner. It was amazing. So if you're looking for something like this when you're at the Denali Lodge on your land excursion, do the side-by-side ATV adventure. It was fun. And if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and think about subscribing. We have lots more adventures coming up and we'd love to have you along. So hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. And as I always say, get out there and hug a tree. And thanks for watching.